I think it's really different for everybody. So I get calls from clients who are in a whole spectrum of spaces of grief. And so, I've had people reach out to me a year after their pet has died or the day after. Sometimes I get a call during the appointment. Sometimes I'm on site for the appointment. So it really just depends on the client and where they're at in their loss. And so usually the first thing I do is just encourage people to tell their story. I think most people just want their story to be heard, and I think a huge part of the healing process in grief is telling your story over and over. And I think sometimes people feel like they wear out their personal support systems telling their story over and over, but I will listen to it as many times as they need to tell it. And sometimes it's telling the story of how they got their pet or how their pet came to live with them and funny stories and good things. Other times it's the actual calling of caring pathways and having them come in and all of those feelings. Just working through the actual death of their pet. And so really it's just allowing people to tell their story, and then I kind of go from there. And so some people need to identify a support system, so I help them do that. Some people need community resources. Some people just need to keep calling and telling their story until they're able to do it without breaking down. And I just encourage people that you never get over a death, and you never forget about it, and it just goes from being like this opened wound to hurting, and it's there every day, to it heals over into a scar. It's still there and you still remember it, but it's not as painful as it is. And so my whole point is to try to get people to that point and not ignore it and feel all of those feelings. And I think with the death of a pet, sometimes other people don't understand. They don't understand how much our pets mean to us. For some people, they don't have children and their pets are their children. For some people, their pet is the last tie to someone who's passed away, or their pet is their only family. They don't have anyone else. So it's just really unique to each client. And so I try to make sure that I'm offering them the support that they need in that moment. So I would just go to our website. I have a whole grief support page, and so my email is on there. You can email me directly. You can call our office and request a call from me. I try to return every request within 24 hours, and so email, sometimes you can catch me quicker, and so either way is totally fine. And then moving forward, I can give a number where you can get a hold of me directly. So the initial conversation we have is I'm just trying to figure out where you're at, what supports you have, what I can do for you, if it's even something that I can help with. But yeah, that first conversation, I'm kind of just getting a feel for what you need and if it's something that I have the tools to help you with. So I would say the majority of my clients, even if I do call and leave a voicemail, they reach back out to me through email. And so sometimes it's just that back and forth through email of me just kind of checking in and them kind of getting to know a little bit about me. But I mean, if you're sad, it's okay. And I want to hear your story and I want to help you feel better. And so I know it's scary reaching out for help sometimes, and especially in a society where people don't reach out for support for other deaths, let alone for a pet. And so I think I just want people to know that your pet's life mattered, and the fact that you're sad and you're grieving, it matters, and I'm here to help you. And so even, I'm not going to tell you what to do, and I'm not going to go into all this psychotherapy and all of this. I just want to hear your story and help you feel better.